Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And first of all, no words will be spoken apart from the gratitude of the presence of Allah for the blessing given to us all. And don't forget to salawat and salam to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Uh, like usually in every weekend we have uh, weekend teach weekend TikTok, and for this day our material for the programming is Ahmad Fatir. And Ahmad Fatir will explain the SplashScreen API in Android 12, and Ahmad Fatir will explain it why we should implement the SplashScreen to our app. To our app. So, Fatir, uh, you can start from now.
Okay, thank you, Ival, for the opening. So, in this time, I would like to tell you about the splash screen. So, today, I would like to tell you about what is splash screen and why we should implement it in our apps and how to implement it. So, let's get started. Okay, splash screen. So, what is splash screen? A splash screen is an introductory screen that users see when they launch your app or website. It is a chance to build your brand identity, and it keeps users occupied while your app loads in the background. So this screen can either be an image, graphic, logo, or animation, sometimes coupled with a progress bar. So the main point is to make users occupied while your app loads in the background. And it can make or build your brand identity. And this is the what is the splash screen and the purpose of the splash screen and why we should implement it in our apps. So, of course, in order to give the user a better experience, when you want to open the application or the application is waiting for data, the application will get for the data, right? So we use the splash screen to keep the user away from the technical work. This screen will give the feeling of the preparing the app. So we should implement it in our apps because it will give better experience to the user. And uh, we use the splash screen to keep the user away from the technical work. So every applications is need to load the data in the background actually. So we don't want the users see our technical works like loading the data, the images is not appears, and we approach them to with splash screen to give better experience like that. So let's implement it. So after I explain about what is a splash screen and why we should implement it in our apps, we let's implement it. So I will open, wait, no, and present, share screen. Okay, okay, you can open here. You can open the documentation website from Android about the splash screens. So this splash screens, especially in API 12, Android API 12, we can make splash screen or implement the splash screen more easier. So this is some information that you can see if you open the documentation, and he give how the splash screen works and how to implement it too. And this is the first thing is app icon with an icon background. This must be 240. So when you want to make your icon that will appears in your splash screen, there should be a 240 dp if there is a background in your icon. But if an icon without background, this must be 288. So these things, the requirement for you to make your icon more compatible with the screen. So yeah, let's get started. The first thing is you can open your Android Studio. Wait, sorry, I open it here. So okay, let's close this first. File. So you can make a new project. So who haven't made a project, you can follow me. The first is new a project, amplifuse activity, and we can put it maybe splash screen example. Okay, and then finish. Finish. Okay, we can wait it. Splash screen dimensions. Customize the splash screen in your app. So we wait for the Gradle. Okay. Okay, done. Afterwards, the first step that we should do is put the dependency of the splash screen. So we can open the build Gradle module, and in the below there's a dependencies, and we just go back again into the documentation. As you can see here, scrolling down until the get started, there is some dependencies implementation here. So copy this things, can copy this, sorry, and then put it in the below of here. Implementation, and remove this. Okay, maybe we can use 1.0.1, and after you put your dependencies, you can sign. Okay, afterwards we also we already can use the feature from the Android splash screen dependencies. So the first thing is we put in here install splash screen. Oh, so in here, the below of the onCreate, we put install splash screen, and or wait, maybe I can make this run blocking. Delay. I will test first. Okay, let's wait it for the build running. As you can see here, uh, it there is a blank pages 4 seconds afterwards. It show the main activity. So actually, the hello words this is the main activity. So if you wait, see here, this a splash screen waiting for 4 seconds and then go directly into the main activity. But as you can see before, there is only a blank page. So we want make that is appears an icon. So we just make our own themes for splash screen itself. So you can make in the values folder, new value resource file, and put it splash. After this, you can put style. Name is maybe app sim dot app dot splash, and then the parent is it should be the splash screen API from the Android. As you can see in documentation, there is how to set theme for the splash screen to change its appearance. There's many that you can do it. Like that. And then after this, you can set the item first. The first item is we set the animation, the icon first. So window splash screen animated icon, and I have made an icon so appears when the splash screen comes. So we put it in drawable. So who guys haven't made a logo or something that you want to appear in the splash screen, you can make first. So you can make it first. So I already put it in drawable. So we just call it logo in here. And then after that, we set a background, window, background screen, and we put it maybe, or we can change with this. And then the last is set the post of the splash screen theme. So you can set the post of the splash screen theme. It will be, as you can see here, the base theme splash screen. Can put it in here, base theme splash screen, and afterwards we go into the Android manifest and we set this theme in the main activity. We set the our splash screen this. Maybe it could be theme app splash screen and theme, sorry, theme app splash. Okay, after you put this, uh, after you put this theme, we set the theme, our splash theme in here. So in the splash.xml, which is inside the values folder, we set the theme of the splash screen. Start from the icon and then the background and the post splash screen theme. After that, we set the post splash screen theme become our application theme, and then we set it into the Android manifest like that. So we can run it like this. It works, waiting for 4 seconds and directly go to the main activity. So Alhamdulillah, it worked. So this is my tutorial about how to implement splash screen, especially for Android API 12 and upper, and you can implement it by yourself. So I hope this can be, wait, okay. I hope this thing it can give the benefit for you. So I give back to the host. Okay.
Okay, that is the explanation about SplashScreen API in Android 12 by Fatir. So maybe just that the explanation, and thanks for Fatir for the explanation. And uh, I'm sorry if I have a mistake or Fatir have a mistake. So thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.